Alright guys, today I'm going to talk about this shop right here, what I lit it up with. 24 by 35, and if you haven't seen the video of where I show you how much I paid for it, please go watch that. I'll link it in the description. But we had to get some lighting in here. Wow. At first, I got my panel right there. I just ran a little bit over to here. I wanted to be careful how much I ran, just because I don't know what I'm going to do with all these walls. I'd like to get one part of it weather enclosed, but at first I had a light there and a light there, and obviously it would just light up this section. But then we put lights all the way down the center, and even if I didn't have this light, I wouldn't need it. Look at how bright this is. Okay, it's perfect in here. I mean, I feel like I could work in any situation. And all these are the Braun 5500s from Harbor Freight. I had a 5000, which I think that other one was, but we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in here, and it is lit up. It's lit up in here. I could do whatever I wanted to do. I am a reseller, if you haven't figured that out, so that's why most of this shop is just old clothes. So, believe it or not, people buy them. Sometimes I buy old stuff. But that's it. I just wanted to really show you my lights. And if you're going to do this, what I would recommend is to go up this wall. So obviously I went there. I already had these lights in place. So what I did is they came out of that box. I try to make my stuff look nice. I used to do fire alarm. I'm not an electrician, but I have done electrical work. And it goes up to there. So then what I did is, you can see I kind of went over. I don't know if I can zoom in on this or not. But anyway, you can see up there where the MC cable kind of comes up and goes into that ridge. So I've got the MC cable in that ridge right there, all the way down, and you can't even see it. I put a couple little clamps on there, but then I didn't really need to, and that goes all the way down. So that's what I would do. I would probably just go up, come over here, and just stay in that soffit the whole time, and that little MC cable runs perfectly through there. So I put a few more. You can link 8 of these together, so if you just space them out, but I put a few boxes in, so I only have a few that are linked. Like that one down there is linked. Those two are by themselves. These two are by themselves. Those two, and then I got one linked right there, but most of them are just plugged in. Just the way I already had a plan, but I changed my plan, and I'm glad I did, because the amount of light that these provide is more than enough. Now, I process some things, and like over there on the mechanic side, I might put in, another one as well, because sometimes when you're working on something, you want a little bit more light. But I do process some stuff on this table, so I may want some more light. And as you can see, I've already got that light there, so I could just easily come out of that box and run. I could come out of that box right there and just run down that ridge, and then I could have another light there, and I could literally do the same thing. I could run down another ridge or something. So just kind of think about that as you're doing it, but that MC cable will run right down those ridges. My other buddy, I gotta put in outlets now, so I think what I'm gonna do with the outlets is I'm gonna come out of that box that I have, and I'm gonna run inside that soffit, and then just come down these beams right here to different outlets. I may have to do the same to the back, but I mean, it's a shop. I'm gonna have extension cords and stuff. I am gonna have to put in a welding. I'm gonna put in a 220 over there. I'd also like to put, my parents have an RV, so I'd like to, from my panel that you guys just saw, I'd like to put in a 50 amp, maybe even on the outside wall, kind of drill through and just put a 50 amp plug out there for them so that they can park in the driveway or park down on this little pad that I got out there. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you. These lights are great. I mean, I don't know if you can tell how lit it is in here, but it's plenty of light. And like I said, if I was working at a station or something, I may want a little bit more light, like over there in the corner or something. If I was working on something pretty detailed, I'd probably want another light over here. But again, once I get the outlets, you could have a plug-in light, or I could just come down that ridge right there and put another drop light right here. I could even hang it sideways, could use chain, whatever you got. I know that's a long-winded, but I know a lot of times on these videos it's about, well, how did you put it in, how did you install it? And I think this center row in that soffit is the best way to install lights. And then go from there. Either branch out to each side, so you can kind of see it on that one right there. So you can either branch out to each side, or, you know, I could drop and put one every 2 or 3 bays or something like that. So that's the way I did it, and I think that's a good, you want to put some boxes in, you know, don't just link them all together, because if you ever decide to do something different and you don't have those boxes available, then you're not going to be able to make any changes. Thankfully, I did have a box already in, so it just makes it a lot easier to have a couple points to have access for more lights. Now, let's say I just put in that one and then I just linked them all together. Then I've got no light down there, and let's say I wanted to add a light over my bench. I don't have any electrical there, so I got to pull a whole nother electrical circuit down there, where now I can just branch off, do whatever I need to do. Just gonna show you my cart here. That's for my outlets, 12-2. I don't have the package for that anymore, but that's what I used. 14, I used 14 for my lights. And that's it. The Braun 5500 4-foot LED linkable shop lights. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and take a look at my other videos. And these lights, I mean, I was going to do a video just on these, but I mean, what am I going to tell you, except they're super bright. You can link 8 of them together. Super easy to install because they just plug into an outlet. So all you got to do is have an outlet. So other than that, I can't say enough. And I got them on sale when they were only $20. So for $20, so 8 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. So less than $200 to light up my whole shop, minus electrical supplies, obviously. Let me know if you got any questions. I'll let you know. I'll tell you everything I can tell you. I'm about to go around and use my air, blow all this out, and then lay down my caulk right here. I think because I didn't get any seal between this and the outside, I do get some rain that comes in. So I'm going to go ahead and seal that up, and I'll let you know how I do that and how it turns out. When you're a reseller, you can have Willy Wonka as a window shade. The wife hates that. But that's a pretty building. Got it from 5 Star. Like I said, I got a whole video on this. You know, a lot of people, you know, they say this and that about it, but I didn't go with a high-level building. I just needed something. I'm out here in South Carolina. We don't really get high winds or anything like that. I wish it was a little bit more airtight, but never knowing about it, I didn't know. So just be prepared to seal some gaps if you decide that you want it to be a weatherproof enclosure. So what I plan on doing is just in there, I'm just going to build a room with a roof and everything. So the room inside, I don't ever expect that to be totally weatherproof per se. I have not had a problem with flying insects or anything like that finding a way in. So it's not like that. It's just a lot more dust than I had anticipated, and as of right now it doesn't sweat, but the humidity that is outside sometimes tends to be on the inside. So it can be, there's a lot of humidity out here if you don't know. I'm just rambling. I'll make a different video about the other stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.